With that, our main event Tail the Tape is brought to you by Modelo, brewed for those with a fighting spirit. Daniel Cormier is now 40 years old. Stipe Miocic will be 37 on Monday. Miocic, the taller man by 5 inches. He has a 7.5-inch reach advantage. All right, now for the main event introductions, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. Presented by Devour, sanctioned by the California State Athletic Commission, Commissioner John Carvel, Executive Officer Adam D. Foster. Our 3 judges scoring this contest at Octagon side are Michael Bell, Derek Cleary, and Guillermo Bravo. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the Octagon, Herb Dean. This championship bout is sponsored by Devour. Bring home and bite into the Octagon crust of their new line of extremely meaty and cheesy frozen pizzas. P3, the official protein snack of the UFC. And Metro by T-Mobile. Catch all the action with Metro's knockout coverage and unlimited data. And now, for those in attendance and UFC fans watching around the world, this is the moment you've all been waiting for. Live from the sold-out Honda Center in Anaheim, California. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Heavyweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record, 18 wins, 3 losses. He stands 6 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 230.5 pounds. Fighting out of Independence, Ohio, presenting the former UFC heavyweight champion and the #1 ranked heavyweight contender in the world, the challenger, Stipe Miocic. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record, 22 wins, 1 loss, 1 no contest. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 236.5 pounds. Fighting out of San Jose, California, he is the former Strikeforce heavyweight Grand Prix champion and the former UFC light heavyweight champion, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world, Daniel D.C. Cormier.
Gentlemen, you know the rules. Protect yourself at all times. Follow my instructions. We're going to keep this clean. Touch gloves and let's do it.
With that, the rematch is upon us. Cormier, of course, defended this belt against Derek Lewis back in November, had back surgery shortly thereafter. Was thankful that his body at 40 responded to a very dynamic, arduous training camp. And he will try to make it 2 defenses of this heavyweight title here tonight. This fight clock brought to you by Modelo, brewed for those with a fighting spirit. Stipe Miocic is in white, Daniel Cormier in the black and gold, befitting a champion.
I expect Stipe to try to keep this fight on the outside now. Use his length, use his reach, and use his kicks. And avoid that clinch. There's a beautiful leg kick by the champ.
DC did that very well in the first matchup, and he's leading with it right in this matchup too. And what Stipe didn't do is beat the lead leg up, so DC was able to jab a lot in the first matchup.
Bob Cook, for DC's entire career, has been a stabilizing force as DC goes inside, now outside.
Beautiful leg kicks by the champ.
Ooh.
Faked the low. Came up with that left hook.
See how quick that was, too. I mean, it's deceivably quick. Stipe has taken down everybody he's fought. He's the one person he didn't, and he gets the takedowns early. Will he make that adjustment? Will he try to take down DC at all?
Well, the only one who's ever been able to do it is John Jones.
So is that the deciding factor in the first fight? That's what we're going to find out in this one.
He just clipped him. He just grabbed a hold of him with the left and hit him with a right uppercut. Oh! He hurt him again.
2-3 lands.
Cormier off to a very good start here, 90 seconds in. Stipe exercising some offensive patience.
DC can come in very comfortably because he's not getting his legs attacked. So he can stay at that boxing range and just be quicker than Stipe.
He caught him twice clean there. And there's the single. Stipe's defending it.
There it is. There's his move. That's what he does to everybody. High crotch, head on the outside single. What does he do with it, though?
He jumps up and drops you on your back. There it is. Elite wrestling, the most important skill in all of mixed martial arts, period.
Say it again for the kids, Joe.
There's no need to. Everybody knows at this point. There's only two champions, Max Holloway and Robert Whittaker. They're the only two champions that exist in men's MMA right now that aren't wrestlers.
Man, flat on his back. Stipe just looks a step behind already in this first round.
Cormier out of the half guard here. We'll see if he can work for a dominant position. Not at all the start Stipe had envisioned.
No, this is terrible for Stipe. And he's got to really protect his face from here. Because Daniel will come with some quick punches. And he likes being in that half guard position because he can kind of hold him there with the leg. Now he's in full guard. Stipe's trying desperately to push off, but Daniel's got his left arm wrapped behind his back. See that? And Stipe gets that clear.
Right now, Stipe's sitting flat on his back, isn't using much energy, but he's looking for an opening to get to a hip and try to use some energy, but he's staying calm right now, so he's not getting too tired down here. DC's not doing a ton from the top either. Just enough to keep Stipe down.
Much was made of Miocic tipping the scales 12 pounds lighter than he did for the first meeting. His corner insists he's not just faster, but also stronger. But in these situations, does give up some weight. One minute to go in the round. Cormier continuing to work offensively inside the closed guard of Miocic.
And now, more importantly, DC knows he can take down Stipe.
And hold him down.
Yep, keep him there.
And he's beating up his body now. It's forcing Stipe to move.
Now, Stipe's using his arms, but he doesn't put the feet on the hips until the very last second. Now that they're there, he can create some space. Still getting pushed down under his back.
Nice up kick a moment ago by Miocic, but on the wrong end of the total strike equation for sure. This fight already now longer than the first meeting.
Right now, DC's just out hustling Stipe in these little transitions that we're seeing.
Hammer fist. Oh! Stipe's in real trouble. He's in real trouble.
Yeah, those hurt. Those are heavy.
He's blocking some of them.
Don't grab the fence.
He's blocking some of them, but a few of those hammer fists got through.
Final seconds of the opening round. Big elbows from Cormier. All champion in round one.
All right, I need you to do me a favor. Get the mouthpiece out. All right, breathe. In and out. Big one in. Another big one in, hold it. All right, let's blow out real hard. All right, relax. All right, here you go, some water. All right, hey, listen. Stay over the head next time he wrestles, okay? Listen, you're waiting a little bit. You're not moving enough. You got to move a little bit more on
Let's
the
take
outside.
a look at some
A
highlights
little bit more
from that first round. There's a beautiful leg kick. by Daniel Cormier, and here's the big takedown. He's just looking for a spot to dump him. Boom, and there it is. Look at that jab. And here's some nasty ground and pound by Daniel Cormier. Just a completely dominant round by Daniel. Stipe wasn't able to get out anything on his feet, wasn't able to prevent the takedown, and basically just survived on the ground. It took a ton of punches.
And man, a tale of two corners. Seemed like a lot of discouragement in that Miocic corner. We'll see if he can respond here in this second round.
Here's that jab of Stipe. I'd like to see more of that from him. There's the inside leg kick, but he's got to prod him at the distance. He can't just stand there and wait for DC to give him an opening. DC's fast. He might be 6 pounds heavier, but he's from a different weight class, and he moves fast.
Certainly appeared to have the advantage in hand speed in the first meeting.
Nice knee to the body there by Stipe. This is what Stipe needs to do. Keep that distance. Use that reach. And he's got a significant reach and height advantage.
Straight right got through for Miocic.
Kick to the body. There's a couple of good punches by Stipe. This is what he needs. And he can't do that. He can't stand in front of DC.
DC grabs the hands and then he gets past him by throwing a 1-3-2. So he grabs and then 1-3-2. And it's just a little too quick for Stipe to see it.
And Stipe's not moving. He's standing in front of him while this is happening.
Oh, big elbow from Cormier.
Correct.
And the reason that's possible for DC is because Stipe doesn't throw combinations. There are two punches. That's what you do when people grab your hands. Throw a 4-piece combination, body, head. Don't just let him grab. You got to throw.
DC's just dropping his hands and walking towards him with disdain. Look at him. Look at that. I mean, no respect.
Oh!
Landed right hand. But Stipe is still in this fight. If DC doesn't respect his power, he can get clipped. Oh, man.
Dean insists that that was an eye poke.
That uppercut was hard that DC just ate.
That's what I'm saying. He's got to be wary of the power.
Oh, big right from Stipe.
He can't just wade forward and think that Stipe can't hurt him. Stipe's knocked out basically everybody except Ngannou. Oh, DC cracked him.
Stipe's chin is held up pretty well, all things considered here.
But look how DC's fighting him. He's just wading towards him. Kind of crazy, really.
He's touching the hands and then he splits the guard by going inside the hands when Stipe's reaching for him. I mean, it's basics. You can't reach for hands. You got to throw combinations instead of reach if you're Stipe, if you want to counter what DC's doing. Because you got to remember, if DC's grabbing his hands, then that means his face is open too for combinations.
Right hand by Stipe. Gets through.
Oh, jab by Stipe. Oh, big right hand by Cormier, but a left hand by Stipe.
Oh!
It's just a little quicker than Stipe, but Stipe's got that shot that he can land. If he does, it's heavy. But DC just too quick with the hands. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, and he got caught there.
Heavyweights.
This is wild.
While Cormier was right that Miocic's chin would be a little bit refreshed after the layoff, he has certainly tested it early.
How much easier it is for DC to fight when his legs aren't getting tapped, attacked, no knee pokes, no calf kick, no nothing.
Yes.
It's just straight boxing in the pocket. This is DC style fight. Dirty boxing, Greco-Roman wrestling in the pocket. That's not the way you want to fight DC if you want to win. You gotta kick him, you gotta pressure him back.
Good right hand by Stipe.
Yeah, still anybody's round here, coming up on a minute to go. Oh!
Oh my goodness. The combinations and the hand speed by DC.
I think the reason we're seeing is DC's just confident in seeing everything. And the way he's mixing his Greco into his punches, he digs for an underhook, comes over the top. This is what he did in the first fight. None of it's looking like a fluke technically here. There's the underhook.
Nice right hand on the ear by Miocic. DC just missing on the uppercut, but he hasn't missed much tonight. Incredibly, DC landing. Oh! Nearly 80% of his significant strikes here early.
Amazing that Stipe's not throwing any leg kicks. I know he doesn't want to get taken down, but he's not chopping at those legs at all.
Not just that, but he's headhunting a guy who's using his head as bait to pull you into his punches.
Yeah.
You got to go to the body of DC right now because he's setting everything up by you chasing his head.
There's the kick.
That's the stuff that will offset DC. Legs and body kicks and shots. DC could do this style fight all
Head kick,
day.
look at that.
Beautiful head kick from Cormier, putting it all together.
Oh my goodness.
That one hurt DC a little.
10 minutes down.
Check out this eye poke here. Thumb right in the eye. Ouch, and then a jab. Left hook and a right uppercut from Miocic to say, hey, don't poke me in my eye. DC grabs the hands, 1-2 down the middle. These guys are trading in the phone booth right now. Nice uppercut off the clinch. Bink. That looks familiar from the first fight.
The total opposite of what we wanted.
Let's go out there, mix up the punches and kicks. Give me some kicks. Give me some wrestling.
And when you're in there,
Would you please keep your hands up?
when you're in there, punch, okay? When you're in there, I want you punching. Don't let him get off first.
You got to beat him to the punch.
Am I losing?
No? But that's too
What are you
close
gonna
of
do?
a round.
What are you gonna do?
Next, mix it up.
There you go.
Very interesting. DC just asked, am I losing?
Round 3 is brought to you by P3, the official protein snack of the UFC, and perhaps he said that in part because Bob Cook, his chief corner, said that's the opposite of what we want. He did eat some big shots tonight.
There's some urgency in that corner because they are aware that if Stipe does catch him, he can put him out. And he's been hitting him with some shots, much more than in that first round. They want him to keep his hands up. He was walking towards with his hands down.
That last round was a hard round to judge, Joe.
Yes.
I don't know who you'd give that one to.
Look at that. 1-2 by Stipe. And Stipe seems to have been reignited. He's got confidence.
Yep.
Jab.
Now Stipe starting to mix it up a little bit as he goes inside to that lead leg.
There it is. That's what he needs.
Stipe with the takedown attack. DC with a head kick.
Just mixing that in there adds another dynamic for Stipe, though.
Saw DC spit a
Kick
couple
those fingers
times this
in.
round. Not sure if he's dealing with some blood in the mouth or what.
You poke him again?
That was a punch. That left hook hurts. There it is. A jab to a left hook is what's been landing for DC. He reached, jab, and then goes around with the hook. Gives the underhook, looks from the look for, there it is. That's what he landed in the first fight. He gives the underhook and then tags you with the right hand when you run away from his overhook.
There's a nice leg kick from DC. He hasn't thrown many of them since the first round.
A lot of volume from Cormier tonight against a guy in Stipe who still holds the record for the most total strikes landed in a fight.
Stipe just cracked him
Hands
with the
off
left
the
hand.
fence.
He's taking a break here. DC just spit a lot of blood out of his mouth.
Under 3 minutes here, round 3.
Nice knee to the body by Stipe.
These guys are happy to get a little rest here.
Herb Dean giving it to him.
Stipe looked for a big spinning elbow. Good combinations by Stipe. Remember, Stipe knocked out Verdun moving backwards.
Yes. Salient point that. Miocic certainly starting to find the range here as this fight continues.
I'd like to see him throw more jabs.
Cormier lands a couple jabs there. Nicely timed kick to the body for the champion.
That jab's just tagging Stipe up. Just like the first fight, that jab's working all night for DC. There it is. That's what Stipe needs to do, is let his combinations go and stop waiting for DC to fire first.
There's a right hand by DC. Look at this. Stipe with double underhooks.
Nice
Look
takedown.
at that. Stipe with the takedown. And the knee to the body. Strong round for the former champion.
DC wants to get that takedown back. Bad takes a bad shot. Stipe's able to take advantage of it. Get behind him. Not much done with it. Just enough to keep DC sharp.
Cormier continues to be the aggressor and close the distance here. Stipe with a nice counter.
Stipe's very tired. And so is DC. Both these guys, this is a grueling fight.
Huge right
hand by
Stipe might be hurt.
Those are adding up big time, and the low kick is what's setting those up. Get thinking about that leg, and then the punches start landing.
How about the efficiency on the feet from Cormier as we show you the round by round. Landed 72% of his total strikes.
DC kind of fights with that Diaz style too, sort of like it's just constant pressure, grabbing the hands, punching through the hand grab, clinching. It's a style that you see in some, but not everybody can use it. DC is very good at it.
And just after Stipe lands a big right, Cormier counters with a couple. Likely 3-0 for the champ.
But these are hard-fought rounds.
Championship round.
Let's breathe. Let's breathe. Breathe first for me. Breathe first, okay? Hey, listen. You know you're way too close, right? You got to listen. You can't try it. You got to do it. You got to move your feet. You got to do it, okay? Keep your hands up. And if you're inside, slide around the right in the angle.
We have 2 question marks.
Put it up a couple of inside. Do it on the
No,
angle.
you got the first for sure.
I need you to just focus on what we're going to do next. Smart fight,
Hey.
activity, okay?
I need you to be smart, okay? Keep punching and kicking.
you
Keep
be
your feet
first?
moving. And
I
keep
need you to be first.
punch first, all right? Good combo. Keep your damn hands. Keep your damn hands up. Keep your damn hands up.
UFC 241 Cormier versus Miocic 2 is brought to you by the official frozen meal of UFC. Never just eat, devour.
Even more enthusiastic Bob Cook saying, keep your damn hands up.
Right. Come on. And Rosendo Sanchez chiming in. Pick your power shots. We have arrived at the championship rounds. Round 4.
There's a jab, Stipe. Inside leg kick. Pressure from the former champion. As he's controlling the center of the octagon now. He's pressing forward.
Perhaps Cormier taking a little bit of a breather here early round 4. Now he engages.
Well, he's taking big, deep breaths. I mean, this is a grueling fight. This is not easy by any stretch of the imagination. Oh, tagged him with that left. The thing about these shots, these are big shots. He's got to explode to do, right? And in doing so, he's not taking Stipe out. Stipe's still here. And every time he does that, the battery gets drained a little bit more.
And of course, the first time these two men fought, Stipe had gone 25 minutes with Francis Ngannou 5 months prior. So the chin certainly holding up better tonight, despite the efficiency and accuracy of Cormier on the feet.
Yeah, that was one of the speculations amongst the pundits when they talked about how quickly Stipe went out. Was he still damaged from the Ngannou fight because he got hit with bombs in that fight? I mean, he managed to make it through that fight and won the decision, but it was a fight where there was a lot of heavy shots exchanged. Nice left to the body. Very nice left to the body by Stipe. Stipe coming on strong. Oh, he attacks him again. Now
Now he's thinking. Fourth round, start attacking the body. You notice DC can't move and dodge those, and he can't counter. You just got to eat them.
Those are good shots, and they look smooth.
I think that would be a good move for his corners to start letting him know when he gets in there this next round. Keep ripping the body out.
Stipe's throwing one shot. Excuse me, DC's throwing one shot. Oh, another hard left hand to the body.
That one hurt DC. Yep.
Yes.
Now he's made the adjustment. Intelligent from Stipe there.
Now Stipe's fighting like Stipe, who's the champion.
Almost had to wake up and turn up in the last 2 championship rounds.
Oh, another hard left hand to the body. There's a beautiful left hooks to the body Stipe's throwing. Oh, another one. Oh!
So some tactical changes here for Miocic. He has had a good 3 minutes here to start round 4.
Right hand by DC. Oh, again. He is digging. He goes up top, too, thinking that DC's going to block the one to the body. Oh, right hand by DC.
Yeah, it just seems like Cormier's punches are doing more of the damage. 90 seconds to go in the round. Man, Cormier moves well for a man his size.
Oh, again.
Oh, big shot.
A good right hand. This is a great round for the former champion.
Best round so far for Stipe.
For sure. Look at that. Moving slick.
Yep.
DC knows he's
Those are...
Oh, now a right hand up top. Cormier in trouble. Oh, DC in a world of trouble. He is down.
Oh, that's it.
Stipe hits that. He's down.
Wow.
Miocic is getting the belt back.
Wow.
Cleveland, Ohio, Stipe Miocic waited more than a year, and once again the heavyweight division belongs to him.
Wow. Those nasty left hands to the body started draining the tank, and then Stipe poured it on and regains his title. All the doubters.
And he did change up the approach there in round 4. Dom, he stayed committed to the body, then he went upstairs, landed the seminal blow. And how about Stipe really bolstering his heavyweight resume by regaining the belt here tonight and handing DC his first heavyweight loss after 15 wins.
And that is not an easy thing to do. DC fought an incredible fight the entire time he was ahead until Stipe made the adjustments right here to the body. Once you start going to the body, you can't counter. That took everything away, and then that was the end. Stipe was able to piece together the combinations. Bam! Right hand, right hand, right hand. 3 right hands in a row, couple uppercuts. Really put DC down. He was ahead up until that on the scorecards. But those body shots just add up. You can't dodge those.
Those were so nasty and so accurate, smooth, and efficient. And he seemed to get stronger as the fight went on. His tactics improved, particularly when he made the adjustment in the 4th round.
It's almost like he woke up.
What a reaction from Marcus Marinelli and the corner. Stipe had a lot of doubters and naysayers coming in. He muted all of that noise and then some. Those fight replays brought to you by Nemiroff, bold character since 1872. The baddest firefighter on the planet has regained the throne as the UFC heavyweight champion, and disappointing result for the Gilroy High School wrestling coach and now former UFC heavyweight champion Daniel Cormier. Likely had banked 3 rounds, but Stipe with a big 4th, and he closes the show.
You gotta tip your hat to both these gentlemen. This DC coming up, doing his thing, putting on an awesome fight, making this matchup, this rematch happen, allowing this rematch to happen for the fans against an enormous giant Stipe Miocic. I mean, the guts that it takes to recreate this and just put it on for everybody is amazing. You got to tip your hat to DC and Stipe for making the adjustments.
The official decision is brought to you by Metro by T-Mobile. Catch all the action with Metro by T-Mobile's knockout coverage and unlimited data. One final time tonight. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 9 seconds of round number 4. Declaring the winner by TKO and new undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world, Stipe Miocic.
The winner and new heavyweight champion of the world, Stipe Miocic. How good does that sound?
Fuck, it didn't sound real good earlier, man. Fucking DC's a tough motherfucker. I'm gonna give it to the man. I just saw some weakness in that third round, and then that fourth round when I caught him in the right hand. Thank God, because that motherfucker's tough. He kept coming, and you know what? It's a fight, though. Anything can happen.
In the fourth round, you made an adjustment and start digging that left hook to the body.
I don't know for you, but I felt like it was hurting him. And then he just had to drop in, start coming up top more, and then my coach go, use that right hand.
Let's take a look at it, Stipe, because those were beautiful shots to the body. You started opening up, you found a home for that left hand, you used it over and over and over again, and you started to see him wince. Tell me what was going on right there.
I knew I was hurting him. I knew he's dropping his hand, was dropping more. I just gotta keep working, he's gonna leave something open right here, so I come with that right hand.
So then once you hurt him, you hit him with that shot to the body, you saw him stagger, you hit him with this right hand. Tell me what's going through your mind right here.
Fucking get out. I'm done. I'm tired. I want to go home.
Well, listen, Stipe, I want you to enjoy this. I know it took a long time for you to get this rematch. A lot of people counted you out. It's got to make this all this more sweeter.
I'm down for that shit, but hey, Anaheim, y'all fucking rock. This place is legit. I love this place. Good weather, good food, good people. I love it.
The heavyweight champion of the world, ladies and gentlemen, Stipe Miocic.